Welcome, everyone. Today, we're not here to talk about motivation. We're here to talk about something more powerful, something that quietly shapes your entire life, your mind. If you don't learn to discipline it, your emotions will start deciding for you. Fear will keep you small. Laziness will choose your actions. And the hunger for quick pleasure will slowly ruin your long-term success. The worst part is that you'll keep telling yourself the same excuses: I'm not good enough, I don't feel motivated, I'll do it tomorrow. But the truth is simple. This isn't a motivation problem. It's a discipline problem, and it starts in your mind. Look around at people who succeed. They don't all share talent, luck, or high intelligence. What they share is mental training. They treat their mind like a soldier treats training. They don't obey every feeling that shows up. They obey their vision. Real discipline isn't waking up early once and feeling proud. Real discipline is learning to control the voice inside your head, the voice that says, sleep more, eat more, check your phone, give up, react, blame someone else. If you don't train that voice, you'll live like most people. Always behind, always tired, always anxious, always wondering why focusing feels so hard. That ends now. In this video, you're going to learn 10 deep, powerful ways to discipline your mind. These aren't cute little tips. They're tools, real weapons, for building focus, strength, and growth in simple English. Stay with me, and if you're serious about becoming better, subscribe now and let's begin. First, learn to master your 5 senses. Your eyes, ears, tongue, skin, and nose are not just parts of your body, they're gates. Whatever you allow through those gates goes straight into your mind, and once it enters, it shapes your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and your future. Every image you consume trains your brain. Feed it violent content and your mind becomes more aggressive. Feed it fake drama and unrealistic lifestyles and you start living in fantasy. Scroll social media for hours watching luxury, perfect bodies, and staged success, and your mind starts comparing, craving, and quietly feeling like a failure. So ask yourself, are you really weak, or are you constantly feeding your mind the kind of content that destroys self-control? When your eyes are addicted to fast pleasure and non-stop stimulation, your brain loses patience. It stops tolerating slow progress. It expects constant excitement, and that kills focus. Instead, feed your eyes with stillness, with books, with nature, with the people you love, with a mirror that reminds you who you're becoming. Now protect your ears too, because what you hear becomes what you believe. If you fill your day with music about pain, revenge, drugs, chaos, or obsession with money, don't pretend it's harmless entertainment. Your subconscious is listening. Even when you're not paying attention, your mind absorbs the emotion and the message. The same goes for gossip and negativity. If you constantly hear people tearing others down, your brain starts seeing the world as toxic. If you keep hearing, you can't, or you're not enough, you'll eventually believe it. Treat your ears like a warrior. Let in voices that are strong, clear, and truthful. Listen to people who lift you higher. And also, learn to listen to silence, especially the sound of your own breathing, because that's where awareness begins. Even what you taste affects how you think. Most people don't realize this, but your food choices influence your mental energy because food is chemistry, and your brain runs on chemistry. If you overload yourself with sugar, processed snacks, and heavy meals, your mind becomes slow, foggy, and lazy. You feel sleepy. You lose energy, and then you lose control. But when you eat cleaner and simpler, your thoughts become clearer. You don't need 5 coffees a day. You need to stop poisoning your body. And don't ignore touch and smell. Smell can pull you into old memories in seconds, good or bad. Touch can ground you or overstimulate you. Different environments, textures, and sensations train the brain in different ways, but most people never pause to notice what they're constantly absorbing. They consume stimulation all day with no control. Discipline starts when you close the wrong gates, when you decide, I will not watch garbage. I will not listen to poison. I will not eat like I don't respect myself. I will not let my senses control me. When you control your senses, you become stronger in every area. Next, you must stop living for temporary pleasure. Every time you choose short-term comfort, you reject long-term greatness. And this is one of the biggest enemies of discipline. Temporary pleasure is anything that feels good now but slowly ruins you. Endless scrolling, binge-watching, junk food, sleeping late, inappropriate content, gossip, smoking or drinking just to escape. It looks small, but it isn't. Behind most undisciplined lives there's one addiction: pleasure without effort. People notice the pleasure, but they ignore the price. 1 hour of useless videos is 1 hour you didn't build your dream. Scrolling before bed destroys your sleep and steals your energy the next day. Saying one more episode trains your brain to choose comfort over growth. And each time you do that, you weaken the part of you that needs to say no when it matters most. The more pleasure you chase, the more pain you feel later. You eat junk and feel guilty and tired. You scroll for hours and then can't focus on anything. You use habits to escape stress and then you need them just to feel normal. This creates a loop. Feel good, feel regret, escape again, feel good, feel regret. That's why people stay stuck for years without understanding why. So when the urge hits, another cookie, another scroll, another hour in bed, pause and ask, is this helping me or harming me? Is this freedom, or is it slavery to impulse? What would the best version of me do right now? That question alone can break the loop. Another major issue is that most people never program their own mind. They wake up and let the world control them. Notifications, memories, fears, messages, moods. They don't understand that the subconscious mind accepts whatever it hears repeatedly. That's why autosuggestion, affirmations, are not optional if you want discipline. An autosuggestion is a clear instruction you give to your brain every day. It's mental programming. It's like rewriting code. Say things like, I am focused. I am not controlled by emotion. I do hard things. I control my time. I finish what I start. When you repeat this with intention, your mind starts accepting it. Not because it's magic, but because repetition shapes belief. And sadly, most people repeat the opposite all day. I can't focus. I'm not good enough. I always mess up. I don't feel like it. They don't realize they are training weakness sentence by sentence. Autosuggestion is mental weightlifting. When you speak with purpose, your mind learns who you are. When you stay silent, your environment decides for you. Say your words out loud when you wake up. Write them down. Repeat them before sleep. Say them when you feel tired, when you feel like quitting, when your mind tries to collapse. High performers do this. Athletes don't go into competition saying, I hope I win. They train their mind to believe in performance before it happens. A mind without commands becomes a mind without discipline. Your repeated thoughts shape your life, so feed your brain focused language, calm truth, and strength daily. You also need to learn to fight back against negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are not facts. They are often wrong. But most people treat them like truth. A thought shows up, I'm not good enough, I'll fail again, no one cares, it's too late, I can't change, and instead of questioning it, they accept it and call it identity. That's how self-doubt grows. That's how dreams die quietly. Understand this clearly. A thought is not a law. It's a suggestion. You can accept it, reject it, or replace it. Imagine your mind like a courtroom. A negative thought walks in and says, you're not good enough. Do you agree immediately, or do you ask, where is the proof? Do you remind yourself, even if I failed before, I've grown. I'm not done. I refuse to accept this. That is discipline, challenging the voice that tries to weaken you. When a negative thought appears, pause and ask, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Do I have real evidence, or am I just afraid? What would a disciplined version of me believe instead? Then reframe it. Replace "I'll never be confident" with "Confidence is a skill I build daily." Replace "Nobody supports me" with "I support myself, and that's enough to move forward." Replace "I failed again" with "This is feedback, not the end." Think about learning English. A voice might say, "You always forget words. Your accent is bad. You'll never be fluent." If you believe that voice, you quit. But if you challenge it, you say, "Yes, I forget sometimes, so I need repetition. Yes, my accent is different, and I'm improving. Fluency takes time, and I'm getting closer every day." One shift like that can turn failure into progress. Thoughts are like guests. You don't have to let all of them stay. You can't stop thoughts from appearing, but you can stop them from controlling your life. Now, set clear intentions. You can't discipline your mind if you don't know where it's supposed to go. Many people think they have a focus problem, but it's really a clarity problem. They wake up with no direction, no purpose, and then their mind wanders. Of course you can't focus if you don't know what you're focusing on. An intention is a clear decision that tells your brain, "This is what we're doing, and this is why it matters." It's more than a task. It's the emotional reason behind the task. For example, today I will write for 1 hour because my dream deserves it. Today I will practice English aloud for 20 minutes because I want to inspire people one day. Today I will avoid distractions because I respect my time. Intention gives your mind a target. Without it, your attention becomes like a flashlight waving everywhere, lighting everything but focusing on nothing. With intention, your mind becomes directed and discipline becomes easier. Start each day with a few strong intentions. Say them out loud. Write them down. Tell yourself, "I'm doing this for my future. I'm doing this to become unrecognizable next year. I'm doing this because my family deserves the best version of me." A clear mind is disciplined. A confused mind is dangerous. If you don't guide your mind, it will follow whatever feels easiest. Also understand your emotions instead of becoming their servant. Many people think they fail because they're lazy, but often they fail because they don't know how to handle what they feel. Fear leads them to avoid. Anger makes them speak regretfully. Doubt makes them quit. Sadness pushes them into comfort. Overwhelm makes them freeze. That's emotional slavery, not because emotions are bad, but because they're misunderstood. Discipline isn't having no emotions. It's emotional intelligence in action. Emotions are not commands. They are information. You can feel them, understand them, and still choose your actions. When you feel tired, do 10 minutes anyway. When you feel anxious, breathe, then continue. When you feel doubt, look at your progress. Your mind is the pilot. Your emotions are the storm. You don't need to stop the storm. You need to fly through it with control. A simple method helps. Name the emotion clearly. Don't say, "I feel bad." Say, "I feel angry because I expected more," or "I feel afraid because I don't want to fail." Naming it reduces its power. Next, feel it without reacting. Let it rise and fall without making a decision from it. Most emotions don't need action. They need awareness. And don't feed emotions with extra thoughts. Fear grows when you imagine worst-case scenarios. Sadness grows when you replay every pain. Don't add fuel. Instead, choose a higher emotion. Yes, I feel afraid, but I'm also committed. Yes, I feel tired, but I'm also responsible. Purpose over emotion. That's discipline. Mindfulness is another foundation. You can't discipline your mind if your attention is scattered all day. Many people are not living, they're just trapped in their head, stuck in the past or anxious about the future, checking notifications and comparing themselves to everyone. No wonder they can't focus. They're not present. Mindfulness is simply being here, now, aware. It's not fancy. It's real. It means you observe thoughts instead of being controlled by them. And that calm awareness is where discipline grows. Practice it daily in simple ways. Sit and focus on your breath. When thoughts come, return to breathing. Walk without your phone and feel your steps. Before a task, take 3 deep breaths and tell yourself, "This is all I'm doing right now." Eat slowly and pay attention. Presence in small moments strengthens the mind. When your mind learns to stay in the now, discipline becomes natural. Your environment matters too, especially the people around you. You become what you surround yourself with. Energy spreads. Many people try to fix their routine while staying in circles full of complaining, quitting, wasting time, and chasing cheap pleasure. Then they wonder why they can't grow. Your brain absorbs attitudes and habits just by proximity. If mediocrity becomes normal, discipline dies. But one focused person can lift an entire room, because mindset is contagious. So audit your circle. Who do you spend time with? Do you feel stronger after being with them, or more drained? Discipline includes removing what destroys you. You don't have to cut everyone off overnight, but reduce time with energy drainers and increase time with energy builders. If you don't have strong people around you yet, study them. Read biographies. Watch interviews. Listen to powerful minds. Let their voices replace the weak ones in your head. And become that empowering person yourself. Bring fire into cold rooms. Then train single-task focus. In a world addicted to multitasking, scrolling while working, eating while watching, switching constantly, single-tasking is a superpower. Multitasking doesn't make you productive. It trains your brain to be distracted. Every switch costs mental energy. The more you switch, the more tired, anxious, and impatient your brain becomes. Do the opposite. Choose one task. Remove distractions. Go deep. Finish it completely. That builds flow, confidence, and calm. Use a simple rule. One task, one screen, one focus. Close extra tabs. Don't switch until it's done. Work in focus blocks with a timer. Take a short break, then repeat. And celebrate completion, because identity is built through repetition. Every time you finish without distraction, you are teaching your brain, "This is who I am now." The disciplined mind isn't faster. It's clearer. It chooses one target and moves forward without fear. Finally, visualize your goals. Discipline doesn't begin with action. It begins with clear vision. Many people say they want success, money, confidence, fluency, but they can't describe what it actually looks like. Their vision is blurry, so their mind becomes blurry, and discipline feels pointless. Your brain responds strongly to vivid imagination. When you visualize your future clearly and emotionally, your mind starts believing it's possible. And when your brain believes something is possible, it gives you energy and focus to pursue it. If you want to be fluent in English, don't just write, "I want fluency." Close your eyes and see yourself speaking confidently. Hear your voice. Feel the excitement. Imagine people being inspired by you. Make it specific. See your new life in detail. Where you live, how you work, how you speak, how you carry yourself. Use your senses. What do you hear, see, feel, smell, taste? The more real it becomes, the stronger your discipline becomes. Do it daily, even for 5 minutes. You can't hit a target you can't see. And now, here's the real decision. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You need a choice, right now. The distracted version of you that keeps chasing comfort has to end today. Because the life you want belongs to one type of person, the one who disciplines their mind every single day. So before you click another video, before you return to your old routine, pause. Breathe. Decide. This is the moment you become someone they didn't expect. The world doesn't need another follower. The world needs a mind like yours, sharp, calm, and unshakable. Now go build that mind. And if you want to grow stronger, improve your English, and become your best version step by step, subscribe now and stay with this journey, because what comes next can change the way you think and live.